So this is not a hate video. This video just, I found today accidentally, it just popped in on my screen today on YouTube with the title, Eating Raw Meat Every Day Till I Die from Bacteria Day 35. And I really didn't plan this video, I just found it. But this title, it's another person eating raw meat, as I used to do too. But now I can see this from different perspectives. So what is this diet? Food should make you stronger. Food should make you more happy. We should choose the food that will make us more energetic, more creative, clear-minded, focused. I like to follow the diet that will make my life better, will help me to pass all the tasks through the day, all the plans and goals to achieve them. And what we see here with the raw meat diet, he's happy that he didn't die yet, he hasn't died yet from bacteria, from this raw meat for 1 month. So on the one side we have a diet, it's like a Russian roulette, yeah, because looks like you never know, maybe day 60, 36, 37 or 40 or 50 gonna come. Also, he is also like provocating, right? Because I believe the mind is very powerful. If something is in your mind, the thought, if you think about it, something gonna come. So it's like he's waiting for this moment to die. So what is this diet? Also, other raw meat eaters or meat eaters, because you can get poison also from cooked meat, and happened to me many times, of course. Maybe more times even than from raw meat. From raw meat I had maybe 1 or 2, 1 accident for sure, but maybe 1 more. Maybe 2 more, but 1 was very strong. But look, this is like a Russian roulette. This is not a diet. He's not sitting here and planning his dream life to have some nice business, to have a life of his dream, I don't say the life is about money, but it's good to have, this stable situations, income, while sleeping even. It's so many creative ways. So instead of thinking this way, he's just happy he didn't die. And yes, this is raw meat diet. When you're gonna see other guys eating this raw meat, they have to test this meat first. Wait few hours, if they can eat, if something's not gonna happen to them. So this diet is just not to get poisoned. You have to focus so much to not get poisoned, to check the food, so you don't really enjoy the food. It's so strange. Let's watch this gentleman also, what he's talking here. But I'm telling you, this is not a hate video. I just want to share from my unusual perspective of person who once believed in the power of raw meat. I thought it will make me stronger, it will make me more impressive, looks like I'm more brave, I know how to kill animal, I felt some kind of special, and I thought it's natural because it's nature, but now I see everything opposite. Let's see here.
What's up, cheese breathers? Today is day 35 of eating raw meat outside of Whole Foods until I die from deadly bacteria. Today I got this book.
So he is really playing. He watched other guys, maybe even me, I hope not, but he watched other people, and many people are lost today. We have difficult situations. Some people don't have too many friends. And by the way, when I used to be a vegan, I had friends. I had people around on social media, in real life, in many places, in many countries. I learned a lot. When I became carnivore, raw carnivore, primal eater, I didn't find anybody like this. I didn't have any friends. I was completely isolated. And some people felt also embarrassed because of me doing it. So is this really something you want to do? Of course, people are not right, because when they listen raw meat, they will tell you cannibal. And this is correct, yes? It's something strange. It's common sense. It's raw meat. It's like, you know, still the body, you can see it, not cooked, but the people who eat cooked meat, they blame people who eat raw meat. It's the same. So it's kind of hypocrisy here, right? Because you don't see this is animal, this is dead animal, and this is dead animal. That this was in the fire, so it's okay. It's completely no cannibalism, but the animal which was not in the fire, this is a cannibalism. So that's also another thing how people think about this, and how they're gonna see you in your company, in your job, you know. And I don't, as I said, people eat cooked meat, and this is fine for them perfectly. You are different, they're gonna judge you, and I'm on your side here. You have right to eat how you like, but it will be difficult time for sure, because you're gonna be in minority, you're gonna have troubles. Maybe some people not gonna like you, maybe some people gonna be afraid of you for some reasons, you know. Maybe you carry something they think, maybe you're aggressive, maybe you are super hungry that you eat this way, while you have so many different foods available at every grocery, right? So this is not something, you know. It doesn't look like a life of the dreams, you know. This diet doesn't make your life fantastic. It's just it's just to survive, you know. Not to just It's just not to die, and actually it's waiting when it's gonna come.
Untold story of milk. It's pretty incredible, and it covers like the history of cows, milk, dairy, pasteurization, the whole.
And I was saying about this pasteurization, you know, today I don't really care. I don't want to drink milk. I don't feel like to do it anymore. Because logically, cow, she has different milk than human. Human has more sweet milk. If you're gonna try from a woman which is breastfeeding, you're gonna see it's super sweet. It doesn't have, this is not even similar taste to cow's milk or sheep milk. It's very light. It's not so fatty, of course. It's very, very sweet. I tried from one of my girlfriends where she used to breastfeeding. It's completely different milk. So really, is this something what we really, it's a good idea to consume? And pasteurization, believe me, you're gonna have unpasteurized raw milk, and you're gonna run to bathroom sometimes also. And it can happen that milk can be tricky, you know. I went one time to one city. I had some milk there. They serve like a rose milk, something like this, in Turkey, and after 10 minutes, when I left the place in the car, I felt I have a problem. I have to run to bathroom, and I couldn't find the place. And it wasn't like you go only one time. Your body wants to get rid of everything, all this milk. So it's very difficult also to combine this. You have to be very careful, and fiber doesn't do this. I tried. I was afraid to eat fiber. Absolutely no issues if you know how to follow some simple rules. Let's see more.
Saturated fat and cholesterol scam, enzymes like raw foods, Conager's cats. I'm only like halfway through, and it's covered.
Another thing that maybe guys you don't know about me, I used to be a sales manager for many years. I used to work in sales forces for big corporations. I know a lot about sales. So if you want to sell something, you need to show in your product that this product is unique, has something that you want to get this product because has this characteristic or specification or something like protein, meat. There is the story about protein. We need protein from animals. That's why we have to eat meat. And we know also protein, too much proteins, there are some issues with kidneys, and we listen to some problems, but we never listen. I've never heard in my life disease caused by deficiency, protein deficiency. I've never heard that. So maybe this story is created only to make this product still going, still people buying, because believing we can get this only from this meat. So with milk can be the same. Yes, the reason people drink milk, it's calcium, right? And like I know this is maybe not an example, but I know some families, they are, the people I buy milk from them, to be honest, this goat milk, this, you're gonna see like it's such a different, this problem with teeth, lack of teeth. And also I know other people told me where there was people living and having cows and the farm and milk, these children in a very, very young age already had a big tooth decay and a lot of problems. So there are some stories, and maybe this book also. Anyway, it's not, as I told you, the reason cow has a milk in her breast is to feed a calf, to make this small baby grow as fast as possible to be a big cow, and this is needed protein, fat, and human milk. It's much more, it's a lot of sugar there, it's sweet. So we human, we don't grow this size, yes, but we grow other things. So maybe this is just simple as that, and this sugar fear mongering also, that people stop eating sugar, and I was one of those people. Now I don't believe. I believe the sugar, I mean sugar, any kind of sugar, it can be like a, a bit of conspiracy.
Most of the topics that I am interested in one book, so if anybody wants to get that on eBay or Amazon, should be able to find it. The chapter on enzymes.
But now you're gonna get a book and you're gonna spend, look how thick it's like this book. You're gonna spend time reading a book about milk instead of reading a book how to make your life nicer, how to be better relationships, how to make some stuff around, or how to make your dream life, how to achieve your goals. You're gonna study now about milk. I don't say this to this gentleman, I was the same. This is what my life became. I was just thinking not to get food poisoning, not to get sick, and just to survive.
The first quote is, "In living cells, the dynamic driving power, which apparently introduces the spark of life, is found in their enzyme contents." Alright. So here towards the end of the chapter, many people understand the importance of enzymes and accept the importance of including some raw and fermented food in their diet, but many mistakenly...
So they promote raw meat, but many times I had a thought, but I never developed this thought. What if the raw vegan one is a good one? Maybe raw, it's correct, the way of thinking. I believe fire destroys. I feel much better when I eat a lot of raw fruit and some raw vegetables. I don't eat that much vegetables, but plenty of fruit. And maybe it's different, right? So the same with the meat. So the logic with fire and heating and cooking, the same. But maybe this is opposite. Maybe this raw plants, this is the life.
We believe some fruit daily and at least an occasional green salad will be adequate. Many people go further and include larger amounts of raw vegetables and fruits in their daily routine, but very few understand the vital role of raw and fermented proteins and fats from healthy animals. The amount of enzymes present in a food is proportional to its calorie content. Vegetables and fruits are thus poor sources of enzymes relative to milk, cheese, butter, meat, and other animal products. Some vegetables and fruits are richer in enzymes than others. Mangoes, papayas, bananas, pineapples, and avocados are good. Enzymes in fruit.
And look, by the way, guys, have you noticed? Yes, they are vegan products that they are pushed, like fake meats. It gave me to think, this is how they teach people, still about protein, still they need something like this, so they're gonna substitute with these fake meats, with soy meat, whatever, highly processed things with a lot of ingredients that look like very, very toxic products. So they don't promote just go buy fruit and buy some vegetables. You can eat only fruit if you want, whatever, it's your choice how you see this, but you see how they show it. It's like they still doesn't say the truth. So they make people going into this fake meat, these things, and with this fake meat, sooner or later, you're gonna quit veganism because it doesn't give you energy, doesn't give you nice feeling. Maybe gonna give you only heartburn and some digestive problem, but doesn't give you something, right? So they want people just to switch, but they don't like to make people thinking, yes, if they really need this protein. So they're gonna switch to from unhealthy to unhealthy diet, and this is what is promoted. I was vegan before, and now I really think I did this veganism wrong, and this is not a joke. We are humans. We have to find a way. It's not so easy. It's not just what nature designed. Nature, okay, the nature designed the world like this, but the nature will not do anything for you if you can eat fruit instead of something else, instead of animal. If you can eat all these things, the nature will not do something. It doesn't care for you anyway. So let's continue.
Fruit are largely responsible for the ripening process, and some go back into the stem and seeds after that process is complete. Unprocessed, unheated honey is another good source of enzymes. Indigenous people use fermented foods and drinks to enhance the enzyme content.
And honey is something I really don't like. Doesn't matter, raw or not. I cannot eat. I like sugar, I can eat sugar, I can eat sweet things. Honey, no, and some people say also honey is acidic, so it's not good for your teeth. And on the raw meat diet, I haven't get cavities, that someone said on behalf of me, but I got gum problems. Not very bad, but I see my gums are worse than before. And just after few weeks of eating this way, of eating plenty of fruit, a lot of raw, a lot of carbs, plant-based, I see how much my teeth improved. I think also even color is back. So I don't think so. It's good to eat meat. Teeth also it's indicator. Teeth are indicator of health. Yeah, so it means something.
Diet. A number of traditional cultures, particularly in Asia, have used these foods to complement diets that consist largely of cooked.
So another thing, this primal or carnivore lifestyle wants to mimic behaviors of tribes, of Inuits or Maasai or any other tribes which are living somewhere still in Africa, let's say, far from civilization, in kind of small groups, small societies. So I was thinking, if I go there to this tribe, I'm a raw meat eater, I want to eat raw meat with them, what if they don't distinguish really human, especially, maybe white, if they don't distinguish, they're gonna see, for them maybe animal and human sometimes it's the same, we don't really know. Inuits, they don't have a choice. If this guy is there, they have a choice to get potatoes, to get some nice mandarins, to get some bananas, or to get some apples. They might change, right? We don't know. So this is not their choice. Also, we listen how strong Mongolians on meat, attacking other nations. So what I see is only aggression, because I don't like to be attacked by another country. And they did these invasions to other nations, different countries, as a young people, young gentlemen, young guys, but we don't know how long they used to live. There are information that these people, they don't live long life. You see young, strong people, but you rarely see people over 60.
Okay. So lots of people think enzymes is important, and if you eat only cooked food, you will never have them. That's part of the experiment here. I don't think you change immediately how you feel from a meal, but it's a long-term process of adding some time to the end of your life if you'd like that. Today we got some Chilean sea bass. I have heard incredible reviews. I got a half a pound because it's on sale and it's kind of
And as you see, me and other people try to be primal and carnivore, but getting food from supermarkets. So where does it make sense? Why to follow if you cannot you cannot follow it? Why not to go forward in life, in development of our societies? why this diet is promoting, why some people promote to go back to be like a tribe. Do we really want to run around to hunt for animals, walking almost naked, with strange rules, maybe without appreciating life, maybe people killing each other too, because there are some situation where where they found the meat, they found also sometimes human bodies, parts with very similar cuts. So they say these people who eat this kind of food, animals, they don't really, if they're hungry, they don't care.
Expensive.
Also, me, I always try to be, true. So I bought a fishing rod, which is behind me. I haven't caught one fish ever. But my friends, fishermen, when they see I couldn't catch a fish, they brought for me some fish and they gave me, and I brought this fish home. It doesn't look like this. A fish this size doesn't have so much, flesh. You cannot eat it raw. Forget about this. It's tough. It's untasty. It stinks. There's not really meat. It's nothing. It's nothing to really. This is not the food. Forget to eat this raw. Some people gonna say fermented, but fermentation is not just random putting thing in the jar as I thought. It's a controlled process with specific temperature. Like like the wine, they don't put wine anywhere. That has to be special temperature, special moisture, so many different factors. So also I know you can get extremely sick from eating a spoiled fish.
I had the dude cut the skin off too.
And this guy, I like him, he looks nice. He's searching for something, We are living in the times many people lonely, many people don't have a friend, someone, We search on internet, we look for some motivation and examples, and there are a lot of traps. And sometimes we follow people because we like them, because we see something in these people, but maybe it's wrong, maybe these people gonna lead us somewhere. Also, there's a lot of traps. When I used to be vegan before, when I did a raw vegan and fruitarian diet, I felt fantastic. But everybody around was telling me, you look too skinny, too fat, you look like this, your face different, your hair different, you look older, you look too much old. But I managed first time in my life to learn pull-ups, push-ups. I've never had such big power. But people was taking me down and telling me, don't do this, eat like animals in nature. And I was thinking, okay, like animals in nature, what they eat mostly plants, right? No way they eat animals. And these videos you see where herbivore animals eat meat, I see my goat many times taking, like a paper box cartoon, and she's trying to eat. It doesn't mean it's a papervore animal. They eat sometimes strange things, right? Dog also sometimes takes something. Does it mean it's a part of the diet? And I also took some meat to donkeys around, because in one video you see donkeys eating meat, and they don't care. They don't even look at this. This is not food for them.
I didn't even know you could do that. I'm homies with the fish guy now, seeing that I see him every day. All right.
So this is a thing, you see, he doesn't really enjoy the food also. It's a lot of chewing to swallow this and to force yourself a bit. But when I was on camera, I was also trying to be strong. Now I see this disgusting, really. So I'm not going to review more. It's enough, I think. But what I wanted to tell you, so raw meat diet doesn't develop your life, doesn't make your life better. You worry to not get a food poison. You worry to not. You are happy you're still alive, and he doesn't believe in bacteria. But there is not only bacteria, so many things in the process of killing animals, slaughtering them, transportation. You're gonna see in the truck animals without anything, just like this, on a hook, all the bodies without any protections. Guys, they use hands. They don't use sometimes no even special hygiene. So this is the thing. I see vegans doing really great. Some vegans, after years, I watch the channels and I see they are still moving forward. They didn't die, and some of them are getting, super rich, but super happy, also having the life of their dreams, and doing videos to motivate other people. And in the carnivore and me also, I was just to talk about people. I got addicted to internet definitely, and I was just addicted. I was just wasting my time just talking about other people, usually about successful people. And this is what anti-vegans do. If you're gonna see the channels, right, and you wanna see this epitome of malnourishment, you're gonna see the guys there, which in the video this guy is described. He's super old and gray hair and sick. But I see this guy is not at all sick, doesn't have this gray hair. He looks perfect. He has strong body. He motivates other people to improve their lives. He gives you ideas. He wants to help you. He doesn't spend time to talking about other people, and I'm not going also to do it because it's wasting of my time, but I want to explain you. I know a lot of people follow this. It's edgy, it's new fashion. If you don't have any ideas what to show on YouTube, this is something you can do easy, right? And people gonna come to watch you. But this is like a Russian roulette, for sure. And I wouldn't risk it anymore. I don't like even meat in my house anymore. This is how much it's changed, and people tell me I'm going from one extreme to another extreme, which is really extreme. I think it can be this raw carnivore diet, primal diet, or this kind of diet based on animal food. And you're gonna see farmers usually sick and having a lot of problems, heart diseases, cancers, and all this stuff, and they have usually own meat. Many times it's grass-fed, and many times it's free range, and they are still getting sick and dying around 60. I know myself examples. So this is not really. This is only piece, when they show you some strong people on raw meat. But let's take a look at this person after 20 years. But no way you're gonna do it. It's not enjoyable. It's much more fun to eat fruit. It's much more fun to eat potatoes, rice. It's just completely different, lifestyle. And this short time on this vegan diet gave me a lot of new perspectives, a lot of new ideas. I have so much to say about this, and I don't want this time to be wasted. I want to use this knowledge I got from this diet that I was trying for last years. It's a great experiment. I'm glad I'm quite fine. I don't have any issues. So I'm glad also I stopped. And I'm happy that people who are around me, they gave me a chance, because this is not easy to live sometimes with someone who is raw meat eater. It's kind of strange. I think this is what I wanted to tell you. If you have any questions or anything if you want something to tell about this diet or other things, just ask me. Just tell me in the comment section. Thanks. Ciao, ciao.